everyone, I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I made a video. I haven't felt that creative the past month, but I have been lucky with my thrift finds, so I thought I'm just going to get back into it with the thrift haul. Most of the things that I bought this month are from Vinted, which is an online platform where you can buy pieces from other people. And there I can be a little bit more selective because when I go to a thrift store, I like to get surprised and test things out and experiment with things. But when it comes to Vinted, I like to search for things that I like in my wardrobe. So the first thing that I got is literally just a dark jeans. It's a piece that I will always grab when I don't know what to wear, and this one is from the brand Edited. And out of the 3 dark jeans that I own, this one wins when it comes to quality, so I will be looking for this brand again on Vinted. Next is this zip-up cardigan from Max because I realized I needed more pieces for the not so warm days in summer here in Belgium. So this cardigan is lightweight yet warm enough for cooler mornings and evenings and everything in between, to be honest. You will see a couple of bags in this video, and this is the first one because I found this structured bag from the brand Nobody, and I frequently buy this brand on Vinted because their quality is very good, and since it's not widely searched for, you can get great deals on it. So this bag is structured and versatile and perfect for adding a touch of sophistication to an outfit because I feel like it's a very classical bag and it isn't the most casual in my opinion, and I do have a lot of casual bags. It's also a trend color and I might have been influenced by the color red. I recently also bought a red t-shirt and there is another red bag coming. But I'm not against trends. Sometimes you realize you like something but you don't naturally gravitate towards it. And I never had anything against red, it's just something that I have realized I liked now. Another thing that isn't necessarily a trend but is something I have been looking into since I have seen it on other people is leather jackets. I think I bought my first one a year and a half ago, and you can buy so many online on secondhand sites. There are so many out there, and I feel like the best ones are also vintage because they have a little bit more detail. The leather is a little bit more worn in. So this one is from Massimo Dutti originally, but I really like that the leather is a little bit worn and it feels very soft. The next thing is a green scarf from COS, and if you're not new here, you know I have a yellow one with stripes and an orange one from COS that is the same thickness and the same style. But I came across this green scarf, and although I haven't been able to wear it a ton, I actually have worn it 2 times already because it was so cold in the beginning of May and June as well. But I bought it anyway, although it isn't a season, because I know I like this kind of scarf and I really like the color as well. I also couldn't resist buying this yellow motor style leather jacket. It is minimal but still feels very different than the other leather jackets that I have. If you compare it with the one from Massimo Dutti, I would say this one feels a little bit more tough because it has a zipper and the other one also had a v-neck. I also have 2 leather jackets with a zipper, but this one still feels a lot different because of the color, but also because it's very tailored, like it cinches a little bit in at the waist, and I think that's a unique feature. This is an outfit I have been wearing out and about because I do like the colors together. It feels colorful without being bright. I have a lot of neutrals and I like neutrals, but when I want to be a little bit more colorful, I think this will do. And that's what I like about red. It is a very casual color, but also very colorful. These pointed pumps were a bit of a gamble for me. I usually associate this style with Italy, and since I'm traveling there in 2 weeks, I hope I can wear them there. But I didn't buy them for my trip. I do think they will be easy to style with a lot of pieces that I have, and I do like a pointed shoe when you wear pants that are a little bit longer and they peek out of there, I think that is very nice. But also with dresses, I think they will be nice. They have a cool design on top of them. And because they are black, they are very easy to style as well. You can imagine that they are not the most comfortable, but I think I will wear them mostly just to go for drinks or for dinner. And they are also pretty small, so I might even tuck them in my bag and switch them up if I need to. Another piece that I mostly will wear in winter is this cardigan from COS. I think it might be originally from the men's collection because the arms are very long and it is also a lot thicker than I was expecting, so it's not a cardigan for now. But I do not mind buying things out of season if I know they are staples, and this is something I know if it's a little bit colder I will just be able to wear this over other clothes and it feels very cozy, so I don't mind buying them. And also when the season change and I have some things that I haven't worn, I am not tempted to buy new things in sales. For example, now I bought some summer pieces that I haven't worn yet, and that makes me not want to buy a lot of things because I still have new pieces. So that's also why I don't mind buying out of season. But if you're planning on doing this, I have one tip, and that is store them in a box with only new pieces that you haven't worn. So when the season comes, you can unbox it and it feels like a little present. I did buy a lot of bags this month, and this is another one from Max. I think this is a perfect blend between the 90s and early 2000s. It's quite minimalistic, but has some design elements that nod to the Y2K era, and I love how it can add a bit of nostalgia to a modern outfit or a very basic outfit. It makes it a little bit more interesting, and I think that's the way I like the Y2K trend. I don't like a full outfit because I have lived through it a little bit too consciously. So it reminds me of kindergarten, but not in a bad way. I like a nostalgic touch. And then there's another bag that I bought in a set with the previous bag from Max. This is more in a boho style, I would say, and that is more a trend of the 2010s. Which I also don't mind if it is incorporated a little bit into an outfit. I do like a hobo bag because they feel very slouchy, relaxed, and are the most practical bags out of all of them. This black skirt from the brand Sandwich is the reason I bought the black heels you saw earlier, because I bought them together in a package. This item was a bit of an easier decision because I love to buy from this brand. It still had the tag on it, and black skirts are my summer equivalent for black jeans. I grab them almost always when I don't have time to think about an outfit. I know I will feel comfortable in it no matter what, and although I have some other black skirts, they are all a little bit different. This one, for example, doesn't have a slit, which doesn't make it the most comfortable to walk in, but I do like the sleek and classic look of it. This large bag from Coach is perhaps the most successful purchase of this haul. Coach, while being a well-known and popular brand in the US, is a bit of a rarity here in Europe, especially on Vinted. And one of the things that surprised me the most about this bag was its spaciousness. I didn't anticipate it to be so big, and it's perfect for carrying all my work essentials. I can fit my laptop, notebooks, and even my lunch, which is a big deal because normally I always use two bags when I go to work. But besides that, it's the bag's design that drove me to buy it, because it's both classical, but it also has enough details to give off a vintage feel, and that is something that I look for when I buy a bag, something that feels and minimal and classical and has some details. And then finally the last item, which is also another red bag. This one is a little bit softer and has less structure than the previous one, so it's a little bit more casual and I can wear this more on an everyday basis. And I find myself reaching for this one quite often because it is so versatile, but also because of the color, because I wear a lot of neutral colors and I think this pop of red adds a lot to an outfit. So that was everything for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and let me know what your favorite item was. And also let me know what kind of videos you want to see in the future, because I am a little bit in a rut when it comes to creativity. So that was everything and I'll see you soon.